will search author name, search DOI number, search paper title. All the references are added. It's having thousands of reference format. You can choose a reference format, APC or multiplex, something like that. You can choose a reference format, then create. The reference was created. Either you require latex format or Word format. It will give an option. You will copy paste the content in Word or latex. Cite this for me is an excellent website. Mentally is an excellent website. RefWork is an excellent website. These are the excellent website which used for your research work. CITE, this THIS for FORME. Mentally RefWorks. REFWORKS. WORKS. RefWorks. Options. There are three options. It's very essential. So please, there are three options. One is called as Scopus, another one called as Web of Science, another one called as SAMAGO. For example, I am creating a website. The website named as something. Journal named as Journal of Parallel and Distributed Computing. .abc. I am paying 5,000 rupees to Google. My website was placed in topmost position. You are searching Journal of Parallel and Distributed Computing. My website was placed in topmost position. You can click on the website and submit your paper. Then they will ask for 10,000 rupees. Okay, fine. I will pay 10,000 rupees. Then my paper was published. But actually, the original website was something different. Journal of jpdc.com. But actually, my website was jpdc.abc. Think about the situation. This kind of hacking, this kind of fake mechanism is available in the market. Phishing sites, even for banking website, for journal website. So you will search a journal in these three websites only. These three websites are trusted sites. One is called as Scopus, another one called as Web of Science, another one called as SAMAGO. You will search that. In that website, they are providing option for the website link, their ISSN number, then similarly their website core, scope, everything is provided. You will verify it. After that only you will submit your paper. Otherwise, first one money waste, second one your work waste. Yeah, several set of things. So be careful for submitting paper to verify these kind of websites. Even for currently everything for digital India, you are using mobile phone for sharing your data, sharing your contents, etc., etc. Then Truecaller is a app. It's an excellent app. Everyone using Truecaller, but they are selling the data to ICICI as well as Axis. They are branded banks, private banks, anyway branded banks, but they are selling the data. Think about the situation. So data is a value one. So all those apps in mobile app, if you are downloading app, immediately they ask for a permission. Then immediately you will accept. Then for example, I am creating app for this virtual something, big blue button like that. I am creating my app, my Android app. I am sharing it with all. So immediately all of them submit it. Then it will ask for permission. You will say yes. Then it will ask collecting data. Something like contact is not needed. Major data is bank details. That is keypad recorder. Whenever you are pressing key inside Axis Bank app, immediately the password, everything was recorded and sent to me. Keylocker is an excellent software, excellent hacking software. So these kind of things have happened. So installing app is very much easy. Be careful in installing apps. So even Truecaller, not Truecaller, if they are providing free service in the sense, they extract some information from us. How they are provide free service? How they provide free service? They are purchasing storage space, they are purchasing server and creating a data center. At last they provide a service to you. How you will trust? They provide a service? No. They are creating a huge server for Gmail access. How they provide this? Background, there is a business intelligence is available. There is a huge business intelligence is available for marketing. for every marketing. Normally all those apps, all the apps except the banking are all the apps developed by several set of hackers for some purpose. Few names, now Truecaller name was revealed, but there are numerous number of names was not revealed. Several set of people are using makeup app, but they're selling photos to somewhere else, something like that. There is a, so sorry. Okay, anyway, so online is an excellent mode for teaching learning, but there are numerous number of drawbacks, so carefully handle this online. Then only in the starting itself I am saying creating a new Gmail account and use all those things. So it's one of the mechanism. But all of them are asking a question, sir, whether choose this Gmail ID or another Gmail ID. So I feel that all of them again using your already used Gmail ID was recorded in your browser cookie. So please, there is option, incognito mode is available, private browsing mode is available. If possible, you are using any banking details. In that situation, please use incognito mode. Yeah. Anyway, there is a keylogger app. If you are installing keylogger app, think about situation. In incognito mode, browser which will not record any cookie. But there is a keylogger or any other software installed in your system. So installing software in that situation, be careful in that. Anyway, you will install Trust with Bangle. In Axis Bank website. Similarly, Axis Bank in the sense there are numerous number of websites are available for Axis Bank. Then anyway, the proper website you will verify and then you will use it. There is no other way. The first thing, which one is tastier, apple or orange? Which one is secure? Sorry, I don't know. There is no other way. How trust people, how trust the server, how trust online medium? There is no other way. Trust with God. Yes. Cookies in older concept. Current concept which depends on SSL, secure socket layer. Everything depends on time-based manner. So after 5 seconds I am not accessing Gmail, automatically session was expired. So cookie is a olden based concept. Last 10 years they are using SSL. So the tab was changed as HTTP to HTTPS. That is called as HTTP plus secure socket layer. So this is something new. Fine. So use social media in a proper way. I will conclude. So I am starts with that latex, so research tools with the help of sharelatex.com, then WordPress as well as Moodle, then Padlet and Linoid, then Screenomatic. These are the excellent tool. In addition to that, several set of plagiarism tool, search engine tools, it's available in the market. So this is for my overall view. Anyway, several set of people, I think 15 members or 17 members are sitting here, all of them thinking that, sir, 1 day is not enough. If you handle the session for 2 days, it's okay. Then another one of them think that 5 days, it's very much fine. This will happen. This will running on your mind. Yes or no? Yes. So morning, the first entering into the class, I starts with the story. The story was, if the ship was failed, the ship owner called the old man. The motto was, where to put your effort. Where to put the hammer. So where to put your effort. It's my motto. Now, my session, it will explain where to put your effort. There are numerous number of tools are available. Then, my another motto, now your mindset, 5 days ICT tools, it's fine. So changing that mindset. So at last I ended with the story, begin sharply in 5 o'clock. So hare and tortoise. What's the moral behind the story? Yes, fine. So I will explain. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a race between hare and tortoise. The reason behind the race was who runs faster. Tortoise said, I am a fast runner. Hare said, no, I am a fast runner. So there is a race between hare and tortoise. Hare ran faster than tortoise. Under a tree, hare takes some rest. Tortoise will slowly move and reach the destination. What's the moral behind the story? slow and steady wins the race. Did you accept that moral? I am giving a small example because we will expect 5 days. So I will give a small example. In my UG, BE Computer Science and Engineering, first semester, there is a subject which will be named as Fundamentals of Computing and Programming. I have slowly studied that subject and complete the subject in my 8th semester with S grade, that is 100 mark. First sem fail, second sem fail, third sem fail, but in my 8th sem I will complete in 100 marks S grade. Did you accept that? So slow and steady, that is a fast growing valve. Slow and steady wins the race, it will not accept that. So story continues. Next day, think about its failure, then analyze the reason for failure. Analyze again. Because of its laziness, it lost the race. So next day, met tortoise again, then arrange for another race. Now the race was started. Ran faster than tortoise and reached the destination in a very short duration. Now what's the moral behind the story? Fast and consistent, which will always beat slow and steady. Fast and consistent, which will always beat slow and steady. Did you accept that moral? Now tortoise will lose the race, so I will not accept the moral. Next day, tortoise will think about its failure, then analyze the reason for failure. Analyze again. It's impossible for winning a hare in the same strategy. Tortoise apply a different strategy. In between source and destination, there is a river. So next day, race starts in a different path. Hare ran faster than tortoise. In front of the river, hare was stopped. Tortoise will slowly move and swam on the river and reach the destination. Now what's the moral behind the story? Choose your core competent area. Choose your battlefield, and then you can play on that field. Then only you will succeed. If you are interested in mathematics, choose mathematics as your core. If you are interested in computer science, choose computer science as your core. If you are interested in ICT tools, choose ICT tools as your core. Then only after that you can play on the battlefield. Then you will succeed. Tortoise choose his battlefield, that is water. Then play on that field, it will succeed. Anyway, now hare the last race. So the final race. Now hare and tortoise are good friends. Now 15 members are good friends. So hare and tortoise are good friends. They arrange for a final race. In ground, hare will took over tortoise on the top and run faster. In the water, tortoise will took over hare on the top and swam faster. Again in the ground, hare will took over tortoise on the top and run faster. Now what's the moral behind the story? Teamwork, unity, strength. One of them learning big blue button, another one learning star latex, another one learning WordPress, another one learning Moodle. You will combine as a team your collaborative work, which will provide the knowledge of ICT tools and provide an effective sharing. Then I will conclude in Tamil. I will conclude my session in Tamil. Muyalum vellum, amayum vellum, muyalamai. If you work hard, then only it's possible for achieving everything. Otherwise, it's not possible. So everything based on your hard work. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So I thank the organizers, William sir. I think 10 years back, in the year 2007, I have joined in Sindhya College of Engineering in fresh faculties. They are arranging IST orientation workshop for fresh faculties. So in that workshop, I will admire William sir's speech. Then I never expect. Now I am also stands on the same stage. So I will thank William sir for providing such a nice opportunity. Then it's my home college. So I have studied ME here. So the opportunity was provided by Jhansi Rani ma'am. So I thank RK Jhansi Rani ma'am. Then all the research scholars of William sir, because they continuously putting effort for arranging everything. So I thank everyone. Then faculties, because it's too hard. I am 100% agree with that. Because it's my passion. So no issues. Starting from 10 o'clock, and see 5 o'clock. I will speak. But continuously 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock for viewing the same face, how it's possible? For viewing the same slide, same topic. It's typical. So I thank everyone for your patience. Thanks a lot. Then my website address and mail ID as well as my mobile number. Okay, fine. www.k7cloud.in. Google is a good friend. So K7 Cloud, it's my term. So anywhere search K7 Cloud, automatically my website was placed. Then Kesavaraja, yes fine, it's my name, so okay. Then all in small. It's my typo. So K7cloud.in, it's my blog, k7training.blogspot.in, kesavaraja.wordpress.com, it's my profile page. All those things are linked with K7cloud.in. My mobile number also. Then anyway, admin Kesavaraja@K7cloud, it's my domain. So admin@K7cloud.in or Kesavaraja@K7cloud.in. Mobile number 9865213214. 9 to 5 கால் பண்ணா திருப்பி 5 o'clock அப்புறம் கட்டாயம் கால் பண்ணுவேன். ஒரு தடவை கால் பண்ணா போதும், கட்டாயம் எந்த காலுக்கும் கால் பண்ணாம இருக்க மாட்டேன், கண்டிப்பா கால் பண்ணிடுவேன். No issues. Otherwise you will share your information in WhatsApp. Then just a request. WhatsApp number same. So just a request, I need a feedback. So in my website k7cloud.in there is a scroll, Google form for collecting feedbacks. So you will share your ideas. Then you will provide your WhatsApp number in the same link. Then I will send the materials to that WhatsApp number. Yes, fine. So always negative feedbacks are welcome. So it's essential. It's for updating myself. It's real feedback, real negative feedbacks are essential. Then only I will update myself. So please, thank you. Thanks a lot.
Feedback, sharing the feedback. I request any one of the participants to share the feedback.
Share the real feedback.
It was one of the wonderful session. As far as my opinion is concerned, probably this session was considered to be for higher education teachers. The first two sessions I thought Word and your PowerPoint was good. I will not say it's bad. I was looking more than that. And this was one of the wonderful sessions. When compared to that kind of a topic for higher education teacher, you asked me to rate the 3 sessions. I would say this is one of the best sessions of all the things. So we would have enjoyed, and I think we will be using it in more in many ways. Like since we are higher education teachers, we are on research. Probably we will be using a lot of things. All these things probably when we start using it, we find or we get stuck up in some area. So that is the time we start digging on it. We try to disturb you, or we try to look at your PowerPoint or your website. We will try to get it. So that is the time probably we will come back to you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. Thanks.
Actually, I think whatever sir said, I just second it. Whatever the themes, what you took today was very much needed for our higher education teachers. More than that, the way you took the session for the whole day, as you said, looking at the same person, looking at the same thing, it's not so easy for a grown-up people like us. We are not used to sit there for a longer time, stand here and speak is what we are used to it. But the icebreakers in between, the kind of energy what you carried was contagious. Even we could feel that you were energized, you were so active when you were talking to us, and we were very much connected. We never felt that you are a resource person standing in a corner and making yourself present yourself a great person. But you were with us, and we felt so happy, sir. I think you will be there with us in future also whenever we have any doubt, because whatever you handled today, we need much more exposure to that. Thank you so much. Everything was very much meticulously planned, executed. Thank you once again, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Second question நான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றேன். நீங்க நாளைக்கு நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்றேன். உங்களுக்கு ஃபீட்பேக் தரலாம். அந்த கெஸ்ட்ல சொல்லலாம். சோ இப்போ என்ன சொல்லலாம்? ஒரு நிமிஷம். ஹேமர் 10,000 பில் போட்டாங்க இல்லையா? உடனே வந்து அந்த ஓனர் ஷிப் ஓனர் வந்து திங்க் பண்றாரு. வந்தாரு ஒரு தட்டுனாரு 10,000 ரூபாய் வாங்குறாரு. சரி அடுத்த தடவை அதே மாதிரி அந்த ஷிப் சிங்க் ஆகிற மாதிரி இருக்கு, ப்ராப்ளம் வருது. அதனால வந்தா தட்டுவார்ல, நம்மளே ஒரு சுத்தி எடுத்து தரலாம்ன்றது ரொம்ப ஸ்மால் ஆயிடுச்சு. திரும்பியும் ஐயோ நம்ம சொதப்பிட்டோம்னு சொல்லி அவரை கூப்பிடுறாரு. எங்க தட்டணும் அப்படிங்கிறது எனக்கு தான் தெரியும். தட் இஸ் எக்ஸ்பர்டைஸ். தட் இஸ் வேர் யூ ஆர் எக்ஸ்பர்டைஸ்.
ஐநூறு ஒரு 1,00,000 போடுறாரு சார் பில்.
So this really happened in Steel Authority of India side.
சைடில் இந்த மாதிரி நடந்தது. வருவாரு அப்படியே சுற்றி பார்ப்பாரு, ஒரு காஃபி ஸ்மெல் வர மாதிரி இருக்கும். அப்போ அந்த மோல்டு சுற்றுவாரு. ஏன்னா இதுக்காக ஒரு 1 லட்சம் ரூபா வாங்குறாரு அப்படின்னு பார்த்து அதை சுற்றி பண்ணிட்டு உடனே ஊத்துறாங்க, மோல்டு பிரேக் ஆகிடுச்சு. ஸோ அது மேட்டர் இல்லை, அந்த ஸ்மெல் ஒரு கருத்து நாக்கம் வருது இல்லை, அதுதான் எக்ஸ்பர்டைஸ். ஸோ தேட் யூ ஆர் 133 FD ஃபீஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க. காலையிலேருந்து சாயந்தரம் வரைக்கும் அப்படியே எங்களை சீட்டு நுனியிலே உட்கார வச்சு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக இருக்குது. இதையும் பிளெண்ட் பண்ணி பண்ணது எனக்கு ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டாக இருக்குது.
ஆக்சுவலி நான் உங்கள்கிட்ட ஷேர் பண்ணணும்னு நினச்சது எதுக்காக என்ன சார், இப்படி ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்தது. அது கூட மத்தியத்தில் இந்த ஐஸ் பிரேக்கர்ஸ், இந்த கொஸ்டின்ஸ் எல்லாம் எடுத்து பார்த்தீங்களா, அது கொஞ்சம் காப்பி அடிக்கலாம்.
ஆக்சுவலா ஸ்லைட்லயே ஸ்லைட் ஆஃப் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் ஷேர் பண்ணும்போது அந்த ஸ்லைட்லாம் வைக்கக்கூடாது. ஆக்சுவலி FDP ஃபேக்கல்டி FDPல இந்த ஃபண்ட்ஸ் இதெல்லாம் இருக்கக்கூடாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ரொம்ப யோசிச்சு பண்ணேன். ஆனா இல்ல, அப்படி இருந்தாலும் எல்லாருமே பார்ட்டிசிபென்ட்ஸ், எல்லாருக்குமே கொஞ்சம் ஆக்டிவ்னஸ் தேவைப்படுது. இதனால அப்படி கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா லேர்ன் பண்ணிக்கணும். இல்ல தேவைதான் எடுத்துக்கலாம் சொல்லுங்க.
கிடைச்சது சார். அதாவது எப்படி பண்ணணும்ன்றது கூட இந்த மாதிரி திங்ஸ்னா கொஞ்சம் விட்டு அதுல போட்டோம்னா
நிறைய பேருக்கும் தெரியல எங்களுக்கு.
50% of participants are attracted with technology. 50% of participants are attracted with non-technology. That is funds and ice breaker. So it's mixed.
Yes. Nice.
Apart from that, your slides were very good.
Yeah.
The presentation, the color, it was very attractive.
That only I'm saying. I'm spending time for creating presentation because leaving a same face for whole day is tough. For with animation, with some other different presentation, then
Colors, you have chosen a good color. The slide was very good, very attractive. It was catchy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam, for your valuable feedback. Now we are concluding the third day of this event. So we all meet tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Thank you.